I just want you to see God's hand in my life because I don't want you to see my own. This isn't about me. And it's not some wisdom that I figured out or came to. What God has done in my life is nothing short of remarkable. I started writing music, and I'll only take about 5 minutes, but I want you to see just where He has brought me. I started writing music at age 12. And 3 years later, I had won first place in a national songwriting competition, and I knew at that point that I wanted to do that for the rest of my life. 3 years later, at age 18, I made my first official recording in a studio and got saved that same year. I got into my first real recording band act at about age 22, and we started to skyrocket. We ended up getting onto the Billboard charts rather quickly, and my first night on stage with some of those members, as a full-time member of that band, we were playing at a place called the Full Moon Cafe in Reading. And I don't know if some of you remember that place or know that place, but it was basically a dive bar. And it was my first night on stage with them, and I can remember where the lead singer was standing, the color of the lights, everything. And I started to listen to what he was saying. And it was that night, right there, that the Holy Spirit convicted me of sin in music. And that the Holy Spirit told me, music is for worship. And that you are to keep it as holy. The song was Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. That's the song we were doing. And no, I don't want anybody to Google search it and listen to it and all that stuff. But the lyrics are awfully sinful. And my heart was pierced that night. I had started to grow in that mindset, and eventually I became the band censor, and that made me very popular, of course. And I was wrestling in and of myself, because here we were, everything I ever wanted to be. I wanted to be a millionaire rock star, even as a young Christian. That was still my goal. It was still my dream. And we were having some chart success, and looked like things were going to take off for us. And yet there was this wrestling inside. The Holy Spirit was saying something different. I really believe the Holy Spirit of God was saying, I know what you want, Mike, but I want all of you. I want all of your gifts. I want all of your passion. The music that I gave you, I want you to give to me and to me only. Would you be devoted to me? My heart was cut. Because I'm wrestling. This or that. And as I was praying through that, right in the middle of my prayer as I was driving down the road, I saw a billboard up on the side of the road. And it had Mark 8:36 on it. For what does it benefit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? So my heart was pierced, and I had to go back to the band and say, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. And they were like, well, we can make some concessions for you. And, no, please, make this easy for me. It's not a matter of just being clean. I want to serve the Lord.